In Lagos, where the streets wake before the sun, Mama Kunle woke every morning with the same routine. Not because life was kind, but because hunger was not patient. By the roadside, under a faded umbrella, she sold food. Rice, stew, beans, whatever she could manage. And as steam rose from her pots, she whispered a quiet prayer. My son will not suffer. Mama Kunle had only one son, Adekunle. She raised him alone, washed plates so he could eat, skipped meals so he could attend school, carried shame so he could carry pride. Now, Adekunle was successful. At least that's what the pictures showed. On her small phone, Mama Kunle stared at his photo. A sharp suit, a confident smile. She smiled too. My son has made it. Across the city, Adekunle stepped out of a black SUV, adjusting his cufflinks as glass buildings reflected his image. To him, success meant distance, from poverty, from struggle, from the life he escaped. Today mattered. One investor, one meeting that could change everything. As traffic slowed near the roadside, Adekunle glanced outside. And then he saw her, his mother, standing behind a food stall, holding a ladle, calling his name with joy. Kunle! Her voice cut through the noise. She rushed toward the car, smiling, proud. My son, I was just telling people about you. Adekunle froze. People were watching. He lowered his voice. Mama, what are you doing here? She beamed. I sell food here now. God is helping us. She reached into a nylon bag. I made your favorite. Take some. He stepped back. Please, he said sharply, not here. Her smile faded. I only wanted to greet you. His eyes scanned the crowd. I don't eat roadside food. The words landed hard. Mama Kunle's hands trembled. Oh, she said softly. I'll call you later, he added, and the car drove away, leaving her standing with the last plate meant for her son. That afternoon, Adekunle stood confidently in a glass office, pitching dreams to a wealthy investor. Halfway through, the man's phone buzzed. His expression changed. I'm sorry, he said calmly. We're pulling out. Adekunle panicked. There must be a mistake. The man looked at him and replied, We don't partner with people who forget where they came from. The deal ended there. That night, in an expensive apartment filled with silence, Adekunle sat alone. He stared at his phone, scrolled, stopped. Mama, he called. No answer. He called again. Nothing. Fear replaced pride. He rushed back to the roadside stall. It was empty. A nearby woman shook her head. She collapsed earlier, she said. Too much stress. They took her to a clinic. At the clinic, machines beeped softly. Mama Kunle lay weak on the bed. When she opened her eyes, she smiled. Kunle. He fell to his knees. I'm sorry, he whispered. I forgot everything you did for me. Tears fell. You washed plates so I could eat, and I couldn't even take food from your hands? She touched his face gently. My son, she said, success means nothing if love is missing. 1 week later, the food stall returned. Cleaner, brighter. Mama Kunle served food again, and beside her stood Adekunle, sleeves rolled up. When someone asked, Is that your son? She smiled. Yes. Adekunle handed out the first plate and said, This one is on me. Because some lessons come late, but when they come from love, they last forever. Never be ashamed of the hands that fed you.